Check it out. We could do an animal team. Full animal team. We got two ducks, a pig, a raccoon, and a monkey. I mean, how can you beat it, man? How can you beat a full animal team? Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We're back here today with another Rank 2 video, man. So, after July 4th, if you guys saw my mass rank up video, if you saw my July 4th opening, you guys know I pulled Hitmonkey from the 2020 Nexus Crystal, as well as taking him to Rank 2 just the next day. So, this is a champion I've wanted for a very long time. I finally got him as a 6-star. I had him as a 5-star from his featured 5-star crystal, but I wasn't going to be ranking him up as a 5-star. But Hitmonkey's a champion that's actually going to be pretty useful to me for a couple different reasons. Number one, he's going to be really good for future legend runs. He's very, very fast, and we'll go over all of that, today in the video. Number two, he's incredibly suicide friendly. He gets rid of the suicide debuffs in mere seconds at the beginning of every fight. Of course, he does take recoil damage, and his block proficiency is not the best. If we look right here at his attributes, his block proficiency isn't too high, 55.2%. That's definitely not the best block proficiency, so he is a little squishy. He's a little tiny guy, but that's totally okay, man, because the damage output this guy has is absolutely incredible. Now, here's the thing. I do have Mole Man up at rank 3, so do I need Hitmonkey at rank 3 as well? I'm not sure, and in fact, I don't think that I do, so that's why I'm holding off on taking him to rank 3 for now. However, rank 2 was almost a no-brainer for me. I've already used him a couple times in, like, the monthly event quest. I think he's a lot of fun. I love to use him. He doesn't need any synergies to be really good. He has a couple synergies that definitely benefit him, like he can get an armor break and whatnot, but he does not need them. Just like be fresh out of the gate, good to go. He has really high burst damage, guaranteed crits, absolutely love it. And something else that's really good for my account is he has a great synergy with my rank 3 crossbones, and also a great synergy with Black Bolt, who I would love to rank up in the future. So overall, having this guy up as a 6-star is definitely just a great thing for my account. So with all that being said, why don't we go ahead and jump on into some gameplay today. So as you can see, the synergies that he has in his kit aren't too important. So this one right here, if any bleed fails to apply to the opponent due to an immunity, Hitmonkey deals a burst of instant passive bleed damage for 50% of his attack. Definitely not bad, but I wouldn't want to use this guy against too many bleed immune champions, right? Hitmonkey here, when fighting mercenary opponents, gain the effects of level 1 Assassin Mastery. If the Assassin Mastery is already acquired, it instead activates when the opponent is below 25% of max health. That's definitely nice to have, but certainly not needed whatsoever. Furry frenemies. This is a pretty good one. Critical hits have a 30% chance to armor break the opponent for 6 seconds, reducing their armor rating by 700. That's a really nice armor break, so we're going to throw that one on the team, plus Rocket Raccoon's pretty cool, huh? Then we have over here with Black Bolt, alright? The last 3 hits of each heavy attack are guaranteed critical hits. That's not bad at all. You're not going to do too many heavy attacks with this guy. It's a nice way to shrug suicides right at the beginning of the fight. I'll show you that in fight, but again, you definitely don't need that. And over here, that's pretty much it. And then as for the rest of his synergies, he doesn't have anything else except for this new one with Crossbones, who I have at rank 3, so I might as well bring him along. Mercenary and Villain champions, plus 5% attack rating and plus 400 critical damage rating, so a little bit more crit damage is definitely nice to have. However, we're actually, yeah, let's bring it on the team, man. Let's bring it on the team. And as for the final member of the team, I don't even know, man. Why don't we just go ahead and bring Old Man Logan, right? So, as you can see, none of these synergies are too important here, right? The Crossbones one is nice, gives you some more damage. The Rocket Raccoon one is nice, gives you some more damage, right? The rest of them, you really don't need, but you get 5 team slots for a reason, right? So this is how you shrug suicides with this guy. I like to do this, and then I like to do medium, light, and medium, and they're gone. And they're just completely gone. Like it's nothing for the rest of the fight. Now, with Black Bolt, the last 3 hits are going to be critical here. See that? So, at the start of the fight, what you can do is this. Parry, light, heavy attack, and there you go. Boom. I believe the heavy's only 3 hits, so let's see here. It might be 4. Oh, it's actually 4. So, that might not be the best way to shrug suicides if that first hit of the heavy attack does not crit. So that's very important right there. So now the best thing about this guy, well, not the best thing about this guy, but a really great thing about this guy is that his special 2 is pretty much completely guaranteed critical if you go medium, light, medium right into the special 2. Now, we got pushed to a special 3, so what happened here is we got a cruelty buff, which he definitely does not need normally, but it makes his damage even better. So usually when I use Hitmonkey, all I do is I just go for the medium, light, medium right into the special 2. And we're going to get to the special 2 in just a second. Here we're going to 5-hit combo our way up. That way we don't lose the cruelty buff. It's not the longest cruelty buff, as you can see, right? It's almost going away. But now we're going to go medium, light, medium, and all of these are pretty much going to be guaranteed crits. Look at all those big yellow numbers. Look at that nice yellow number at the end. Look at the bleeds ticking him down. He's just a fun champion to use. Now here's the thing, right? When you activate his senses, or I don't know what they're called, his schemes do different things. He has primal range and assassin cunning. Now, I forget exactly which one does which, but one of them allows his special 1 to have vigilance and be unblockable. One of them gives him an evade charge. One of them lets him shrug off one of each debuff. And it's really, really nice utility to have, to be honest. And it's very consistent to keep up. So, this guy is super useful all throughout. My favorite thing about him, obviously, if you know anything about me, is the guaranteed crits and the suicide friendliness. So with all that being said, guaranteed crits, let's take him into some endgame content and see where we can use him. Alright, we're here at actually a pretty annoying path in Act 6.4.2. This is the crit me with your best shot and tunnel vision and critical setup, okay? So, essentially, it's going to be a normal fight for Hitmonkey because normally only critical hits do any damage, right? But with Crit Monkey here, ooh, look at all those crits. You're only going to do damage from critical hits. And Hitmonkey, there's a lot of them. You can even do light, medium with this guy. I don't know why I pushed Joe Fixit to a special 2, special 3. So why don't we cut for a second? Alright, take 2. Let's go again here. Now keep in mind, when you're going into the special 2, you can't do the light, medium thing, or else you won't get all the guaranteed crits. But look at all of that damage, guys. Now, unfortunately, we're losing a lot of damage because, we have no bleed damage. So every single, bit of health that's off of Joe Fixit here is all from the crits. And keep in mind, Crit Monkey has those guaranteed crits, which is just so nice for this path. Boom, boom, boom. Guaranteed crits. I just love it. You can't really fight like Ebony Maw, but there are other champions who can. Maybe. Right? So, let's try the heavy technique here to get rid of the suicides. Alright, let's go right in, just parry heavy, see what happens. Parry. Alright, I like it. If the first hit crits, then you're pretty much good to go. And he has a really high crit rate as well, so even if you don't do medium, light, medium, if you do like 5-hit combos, oop, you can't do that here because of tunnel vision, of course. But normally if you do like 5-hit combos, you'll get a lot of crits as well. This guy is just a little crit maniac. Again, the biggest issue with him is just that his block proficiency, it's not the best. And that's just the way it is, He's a little guy, and his block proficiency is pretty bad. But look at all these yellow numbers. Now keep in mind there's also bleeds there that we aren't even seeing any damage from because of the node. So we're doing really nice damage, shredding through this very annoying path pretty simply with Crit Monkey here. Parry is still an issue, of course, when I was recording this, which is just lovely. So we've missed a bunch of parries already. But the yellow numbers, guys, I just love seeing the yellow numbers, and his animations are super fun. So him and Mole Man are two really fun skill champions. Let's see how he does against a completely bleed immune champion like Sentinel. Even though the past 2 fights basically have been bleed immune fights, since we can't have any damage from bleeds, but let's just see how he does. Let's go for the heavy method again to get rid of the suicides. And it worked. It worked 2 times in a row. I like it. And man, let me tell you, that synergy is the synergy that Black Bolt needs to make him, like, really freaking good. So, having Hitmonkey and Black Bolt on the same team is not the worst thing, man. Especially if you're a Black Bolt fan. There are a lot of Black Bolt fans out there. So, like, Hitmonkey, Crossbones, Black Bolt. You really don't need the Rocket Raccoon synergy. Like, it'd probably be better to replace Rocket Raccoon. This is good. Replace Rocket Raccoon with Medusa for Black Bolt, and also for General Medusa being good at doing stuff. And then replace Old Man Logan with Mangog for Crossbones. Because the Crossbones Trinity is Hitmonkey. 0 crits on that, really? So the Crossbones Trinity is Hitmonkey, Crossbones, and Mangog, because it opens up Crossbones being an absolute beast to every single champion who isn't a villain, and that's a lot of champions. It's over 100, I believe. Well, it's definitely over 100. Alright, so we're going to try him out on a different place now. This is going to be Do You Bleed? Now, Hitmonkey, kind of like Crossbones, who's so good against hero champs, right? Hitmonkey gains a lot of benefits against mercenary champions. Now, Star-Lord is not a mercenary, okay? Now, against mercenaries, he can activate both of his monkey schemes after his medium, light, medium combo, okay? Now, much like Hitmonkey gives Crossbones the ability to have his contempt bonus against every champion who's not a villain, I think it'd be great if Hitmonkey has the same thing against every champion who isn't, I don't know, a hero or something like that, right? But basically, the way this guy works, that after medium, light, medium, if you attack them again, that's when you activate your 1, okay? I think it's called Primal Rage. And if you either block or dodge an attack, you activate Assassin's Cunning. Now with Assassin's Cunning, the bleed debuffs from Hitmonkey's nunchucks can be critical bleeds, multiplying their potency by his critical damage multiplier, okay? So that's really, really good. And we have Do You Bleed and Bleed Vulnerability here, so we're going to take advantage of that today, take a look and see what those numbers are like. First things first, though, we are going to get rid of the Suicide Masteries, okay, because we have a little squishy fella here. Alright, so now, boom, 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 and parry. We have Assassin's Cunning up. And you can see we have some critical bleeds going. One, 2, 3. Let's see. Critical bleed. Some more bleeds. Alright, I see some nice bleed damage ticking down. We want to keep... we activated the wrong scheme. That's okay. So, that's why he's so fun against mercenary champions, because you don't really have to think too much about, like, what scheme you're activating. Because it's always just, you get both of them, which is great. Alright, getting some more critical bleeds here. That is very, very nice. Yeah, so he's definitely doing, you know, a good job here. Oh! Wow. Alright. He was doing a really good job, right? Not the best option for Do You Bleed. Really great for cripping with your best shot. Let's go try him on, like, one of our more generic paths. Alright, so we're going for a 6.4.5 X23 that we all know so well, and keep in mind we do have class disadvantage on this fight, alright? But it's just Lionheart, Arc Overload, Mirror Image, whatever it is, okay? So, let's go ahead, let's try the heavy method. Beautiful, I love it. And let's go for it, man. So far, she is going down pretty nicely here. 1, 2, 3. I want to activate the other sense. Assassin's Cunning. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Go for a special 2. All of the schemes are paused during special attacks. And yeah, she's like just about dead here. Yeah, that was really, really good time for this guy. Really, really good. That's some of the fastest, some of the best that we've done against X23 there. And that's class disadvantage, and she's not even a mercenary champion, so he doesn't have both benefits. So, this guy is really, really cool, man. And plus, Check it out, we could do an animal team. Full animal team. We got 2 ducks, a pig, a raccoon, and a monkey. I mean, how can you beat it, man? How can you beat a full animal team? It's just too freaking good. But in all seriousness, this team is actually really, really cool. I like this team a lot. This is a great team for Crossbones. This is like the Crossbones team if you take out Black Bolt and Medusa, right? So Crossbones gains so much from Mangog, and also Hitmonkey makes him very versatile. Hitmonkey gains a lot from Black Bolt and also Crossbones. Black Bolt gets so much from Hitmonkey here, as well as Medusa. So the Black Bolt trio is really Black Bolt, Hitmonkey, and Medusa. That's what makes him like, you know, good. And Mangog, he's kind of just hanging out there. Obviously, Medusa's amazing by herself, but Black Bolt is the most important synergy for her. So if Mangog gets a little buff, this could be a really amazing team. You have poison immunity, defensive ability, accuracy reduction with Crossbones, killer damage with Crossbones, bleed damage with Hitmonkey, and also Medusa, armor break with Medusa, massive damage potential with Black Bolt, along with poison immunity. And also, you know, Mangog's pretty cool. He has, you know, staggers, and he's like your mystic as well. So this team is a pretty cool team, man. There's a lot you can do with this team, especially if you're a big Black Bolt fan. I know a lot of people are. And if you're a big Medusa fan as well. But yeah, guys, you know, Hitmonkey is really cool. I really like him. I'm very glad to have him at rank 2. I definitely, you know, see myself using him for stuff like Alliance quests, maybe even a little bit of Alliance more in the future legend runs, monthly event quests, stuff like that. He's just so much fun to play, and he gets through fights so fast, which is so important to me. He doesn't have the most utility in the game, and that's, I feel like, his biggest drawback. Like when we were, you know, looking for fights to use him for today, it was like a lot of generic stuff, right? You know, he can kind of do you bleed a little bit. He's great for crit with your best shot, but just in normal fights, man, generic paths and lanes, which is what like day-to-day stuff is, he's so fast. So I love him for that kind of stuff, man. I really do. And I'm super happy to finally have the 6-star. I'd love to get him duped eventually. I don't think I'll rank 3 him until I get him duped, but if I got him duped, I think I might take him up. But anyway, my dudes, that's gonna be it for this rank up a gameplay video. If you enjoyed it, do your boy a favor and drop a monkey-sized like. It's at least kind of big, right? Let me know what you think about Hitmonkey in the comment section below, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future gameplay coming to you very soon. I'll be seeing you around.